Hi. Hi, friends. I am focusing this week on Manipura, the solar plexus chakra. So let's find a comfortable cross-legged seated position on our mats and just take a moment to come into our space, center ourselves, connect to our breath. Thank you for joining me. I know these have been strange days, but we're still all connected. Still able to check in with each other and see each other via technology, which is amazing, and support each other energetically. So, find your seat, move the flesh, let your sit bones root you down, create a foundation for you. Let your knees ease closer to the earth. Let your tailbone draw down slightly towards your mat. Position your shoulders over your hip girdle, stacking your vertebrae nice and tall. Roll your shoulders back and down a few times, just releasing your shoulder blades to the earth. And then bring your ears over your shoulders, moving the chin a little closer to the pit of the throat so that the ears and the crown can rise up to the sky. And start connecting to the breath here. Making it a little deeper as you inhale through the nose, every breath in. And then exhaling through the nose or the mouth. Manipura is the gateway of the sun. This particular chakra is our inner fire. It is our light. It's like the storehouse of potential energy. Once we start stoking this fire, we'll notice that our motivation increases, our confidence increases, among other things like our digestion, not just physical digestion of what we take in through the mouth, but also what we take in through the eyes and the ears, what we think about in the brain. It all sort of passes through, it churns through this space to be processed, digested, and eliminated. So, if you've been in class with me before, you know I like to revisit this space on a semi-regular basis. Probably more so than most of the other chakras, but Manipura, here it is. Keep breathing a little more deeply every inhale and engage the belly button back towards the spine as you exhale, so sort of squeezing the breath out. And then we begin to engage the vocal cords, so squeezing a little through the throat to create Ujjayi breath. Try to lengthen the exhale with Ujjayi to match the length of the inhale, and it's always okay to count if you like as you draw the breath in. Count it out. Match with the exhale. Some of the goals of working with this space, with Manipura, is self-reliance. So something a lot of us have had to maybe fall back on in these last few days or last week or two. A little more self-reliance. Acceptance of our unique identity and healthy self-image. When we think of words like drive and dedication, stamina, perseverance, and self-discipline when we're working with Manipura. So keep those in mind as we flow through our practice today. Once again, thank you for joining me. Continue to breathe slowly and deeply and bring your awareness to this space. If you want, you can even place the left hand over Manipura, thumb points straight up towards the heart. Feel the rise and fall under your palm. And know that the back of this space too is expanding with the breath. It's a vortex of energy, really. It's not just something that protrudes to the front, but it permeates the entire physical being. So be aware of the back space of Manipura, just about where the thoracic and the lumbar spines join. Once again, I have crazy kitties behind me for your entertainment. Keep breathing this way for a few more rounds. Continue deepening the breath. Continue your awareness in the solar plexus space, but also know that you continue to root your foundation. You relax your legs. You rise up tall through the crown. And then we'll bring our hands to the heart. Just taking a moment for affirmation here, endowment of our practice. Set an intention, say a prayer, maybe give a direction for the energy that we create here. Well, not create, but that we generate, that we build, that we manifest. And then as you release your hands, lower your chin, exhaling completely, pulling back that belly space. Inhale, rock the left ear to the left shoulder, and exhale the chin back to the chest. Inhale the right ear to the right shoulder, and exhale to the chest. Inhale, roll to the left, exhale to the chest. Inhale to the right, exhale to the chest. One more time on each side. And then inhale the ears over the shoulders. Rise up tall through the crown of the head. Exhale, turn your chin towards the left shoulder now. Inhale, gazing to center. And exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, gaze center. Exhale, turn left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, bring the hands back to the heart. Interlace your fingers rather, and press your palms forward. You can join the pads of the thumbs, and then the pinkies should be pulling each other back. So one pinky is pressing back on the other pinky. Pushing out from the base of the middle fingers. Lower the shoulder blades, lift the crown of the head, root the sit bones. With your next inhale, begin to slowly lift the arms overhead. Draw the shoulder blades down. Bring the biceps as close as you can to around the ear space. And then as you exhale, release, lengthening through the fingertips, lowering down all the way, touch the earth, and then inhale, float up again. Press the palms, exhale to the heart. Interlace, press it out. This time we're guiding the thumbs down, so as you exhale next, push the palms forward and then slowly lower the thumbs towards the earth. Pull the belly and the heart back, bow the chin, and bring the hands down as far as you can. Now pause here, breathe into the space between the shoulder blades and the spine, really loosening up that upper back space. And then we'll inhale, floating the hands up, 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 up. And exhale, releasing out. Lengthen through your fingertips and touch the earth. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Press the palms. This time we'll bend the elbows with the exhale. So hands fall behind the head, fingertips reach towards the earth, elbows to the sky. Can you draw your biceps closer to your ears? Maybe lifting the chin and the heart just a little bit here. And then inhale, float the fingertips up. Exhale, release out and down and touch the earth. Inhale, lift. This time we'll just do a few lifts and releases. Exhale, lower out. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, out and down. Last one. Wrap your hands around the fronts of your knees. Just a couple seated cat-cows here. So root the sit bones down. Inhale, guide the elbows back, the heart forward, the belly forward, and the chin up. And then exhale, draw it all back, rolling over the sit bones. Tuck the belly, tuck the chin, and press the heart towards the back of the mat. Inhale, let's round forward. Draw your shoulder blades down, looking up. And then exhale, pull that space in that solar plexus space, draw it towards the spine as you bow the chin, lengthening through the arms. One more of those. Inhale, move it forward. And exhale, round back. Inhale, lift tall, neutral spine. Bring the left hand back to that belly space. Let's do a little bit of Kapalabhati breath. Kapalabhati is that fast puffing out of the breath. It is a little bit of a challenge to get the hang of it at first. Don't get discouraged. Just try it a few times. And if you have to pause and then restart, that's okay. We'll just do 18 rounds, so 18 breaths, and then we'll take a break. So it's kind of fast. You take a big breath in and out, empty completely. So as you exhale, pull the belly button towards the spine, press the breath out, and then just inhale halfway through your nose. And you want to sort of squeeze up through the pelvic floor space, so like the anus draws in, the pelvic floor lifts. So you take your half breath in, and then you puff the breath out in little spurts through the nose. You'll automatically inhale, so don't worry too much about that, but it sounds like this. So the lowest part of the belly is engaged. We worked on Svadhisthana, that low belly space, last week. So hopefully you can find some engagement through that low belly space and puff this middle belly space, like your bellows for a chimney or something. And you can keep your hand there if it helps, keeping that thumb pointed up like a flame on a candle. All right, so let's try 18 breaths together. So breathe in fully and deeply. Fill halfway, and then begin. Take a full breath in. Release the pelvic floor. Feel that space expand. Exhale completely. Let's do that again. One more round of 18. Half breath in and begin. Full breath in, release. Exhale completely. Let's float both arms up as we inhale. Follow the fingertips with the eyes, and then as we exhale, we're gently just going to arch to the right, lower the right hand down, and stretch through the left fingertips. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, left hand reaches out, lowers down, up and over. Inhale, lift the fingers to the sky. Exhale, up and over. Let that right hand come down. Left fingers reaching to the side. One more to the left. Inhale. Exhale, reach it over. Inhale, float both hands up. And then exhale, release, and straighten out your legs. So we're coming into Dandasana, seated staff pose. Legs are straight, heels are traveling forward, 10 toes are up, tops of the feet are drawing back. Inner thighs rolling down towards the mat. So move the flesh. Let the sit bones make your foundation, along with the back seam of your legs and your heels. Press your palms in next to your hips. Roll your shoulders back and down, and then gently lift the crown of the head. Lift the heart. Lower the shoulder blades. Root the sit bones. Pull the low belly in. Breathe here. Breathe into Manipura, that solar plexus space. Remember, as you exhale, your belly button draws back. Your pelvic floor may dome up a little bit. Next, inhale, come up onto your fingertips. And then as you exhale, soften your knees a little bit and just start to creep the heart forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, so drawing the fingers back. And then exhale, walk it forward again. Remember, bowing the head is optional. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, move the heart forward, closer to the knees, belly towards the thighs. Fold in half and hold. Breathe here for just a few moments. If it feels good, you can nod your head. As you're bowed down, you can turn it side to side. You can begin to straighten your knees out a little bit more if it doesn't cause tension in the low back. And you can always continue to pulse with the breath, lifting a little on the inhale, lowering on the exhale. Tune into your body, see what it needs. Honor its requests. Get the most out of your practice. And then we'll inhale and rise all the way up. Exhale, we're going to come onto our backs. So just roll it out. Keep your feet planted for a moment. Just let your spine lengthen out on the mat here. And then when you're ready, lift your feet up. Draw your knees over your hips. Take a moment here for some sacral circles. So hips are over knees. We're massaging out the lowest part of the back. Going a few in both directions, big or little, whatever feels good for you in this moment. And then we'll begin to draw the knees closer to the chest. Nice and slow, curling the tailbone and some of the sacrum up away from the mat. Rock left and right here. And then pause, draw the knees in a little closer, lift the forehead up towards the knees. Feel the back space of Manipura pressing into the mat, right where the lumbar and thoracic spines meet. And then release the head down, interlace over the right knee. We'll press the left foot forward. So it's reaching long on the mat, the heels traveling forward. Don't get lazy in that left leg. Keep the toes pointed to the sky. Right knee coming towards the chest. Ankle circles are always an option here. And then you can start to draw the right knee out towards the right edge of the mat. Just taking a moment to gently open the hips here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. As you inhale, next bring the right knee in. Exhale, press the right foot to the sky. Inhale, keep it up. And then exhale, draw it back in. Bend the left leg, cross the right ankle over the left knee. We'll take a 4-point stretch here for just a couple breaths. So press your right knee forward with your hand on your thigh. Keep your foot flexed, your right foot, to protect your knee. And breathe into the right hip. And then bring the right knee back in. Bring the left knee to the chest. Rock a little if you need to. And then interlace over the left leg. Press the right foot forward and lower it down. Toes still point to the sky. Ankle circles with the left side if you need them. And then begin to slowly guide the left knee out to the left edge of your mat. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then bring the knee back into center. Float the left foot up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, hold. You can interlace behind the thigh if you need to, or just hold onto the leg. And then bend the left knee back in. Right leg bends, let's cross it over. Take reclined pigeon on this side. Again, just for a couple breaths. Left foot is flexed, left hand on the thigh. Guide the knee forward a little bit. Open the left hip and breathe, breathe, breathe. Slow, deep breaths. Awareness to Manipura, that solar plexus space. And then bring the left knee back in. Both knees to the chest. Arms out to a T. So we want to keep the knees, right now the knees are kind of close to my chest. I really want them over the hips. So slowly start to lower your toes towards the mat without touching down. We're going to inhale here. This is our starting position. As we exhale, we start to draw the knees to the left side of the mat and then up towards the left elbow. Inhale, back to that starting position. So knees come over hips. Exhale, belly pulls down. Remember to engage the core muscles for control. Rock the knees to the right side and draw them up towards the right elbow. Inhale, back to center. Start. Exhale, rock to the left and to the elbow. Inhale, start. Exhale, right, and then elbow. So this is just a way to start warming the core and get a nice little twist for the spine. But it's important to keep the belly engaged because we want to protect the spine. So keep the belly button drawing down and the lumbar spine flattened on the mat as much as possible. And just take a couple more on each side. Exhaling to the left. Inhaling to center. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling to center. One more each side. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, lower the feet down to the mat. We want to start really building some heat in that core space, that solar plexus space. So we'll interlace behind the head and start some yogi bicycles. So first, engage the core. Pull the belly button down. Let the lumbar spine flatten on the mat. Draw the right knee in and draw the left knee in. So you're already engaged. So you can start by just flexing the legs back and forth. And we inhale on the exchange and we exhale, bend and extend. So we inhale, exchange, exhale, bend and extend. Inhale, exchange, exhale, bend and extend. So the lumbar spine, the low back is hopefully grounded the entire time. So this little movement can go as fast or as slow as you want. It's almost more challenging to go slow, but I think it builds heat a little faster to go faster. So, totally up to you how fast you go. If this is working out pretty well for you and you want to add a little more intensity, then lift the shoulders. And then, of course, you also have the option to crisscross. Crisscross elbows to knees. That's when it gets really challenging. Keep breathing. Keep your awareness in that solar plexus space. Take a break if you need to. It's okay. Two more each side. And rest your head back, draw your knees in, rock left and right. Press that solar plexus space into the mat behind you, or beneath you rather. All right, now we're going to press our palms to the sky and practice dead bug pose, which is essentially like tabletop pose on our backs, our alternate arm and leg. So we want to press the feet forward, flex the feet, drop. Hey. No, Ziggy. Sorry, I have a cat problem here. No. Okay, so we're pressing sorry about that. We're pressing the palms of the hands to the sky. And we're flexing the feet and drawing the knees over the hips. So again, we don't want to arch the back here. We want to pull the back down. Pull the belly down to flatten the back. All right, so we've got like our tabletop on our backs. Dead bug pose. Feet are flexed. Lower legs are directly 90 degrees out of the legs. And low back pressing into the mat. So as we inhale, let's reach the right fingers overhead and straighten the left leg out. And then exhale, bring those back to start. Left hand reaches, right foot presses away. Exhale, bring them back to the start. Left foot, right hand, reach away. Exhale, back to the start. Right foot, left hand, inhale. Exhale, back to the start. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, back to start. Right foot, left hand, inhale. Exhale, back to start. Draw the knees to the chest, rock it left and right. All right. Hopefully you're starting to feel warm in that upper belly space, that solar plexus space. Let's just do one more. Arms are at the sides, rock the hips left and right. Try to come up with the hips on either the hands, the wrists, or the forearms. Kind of depends on how long your arms are. Engage the belly, press the low back into the mat. Inhale, float the feet to the sky. Exhale, lower the right foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, both feet. Try not to touch the ground, just get as close as you can. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, both feet. Inhale, lift. One more round. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, lift. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, lift. Inhale, both feet. Exhale, lift. Good. Now let the legs fall out to the side, open into a V. Inhale here. As we exhale, we're going to move the right foot forward and the left foot over the body. And now switch. Inhale, rotate out to the V. Exhale, left foot forward, right foot up. One more. Inhale, V. Exhale, right foot forward, left foot up. Inhale, V. Exhale, left foot forward, right foot up. Inhale, V. Exhale, bring the knees to the chest. Release the arms, rock it out. Woo. Yeah, hopefully you're feeling that Manipura space now. Starting to really get stoked. That's what we want, stoking that inner fire. Aiding in our digestion. Boosting our confidence. Giving us more motivation to get through whatever life puts in front of us. These days you just never know. All right, let's come on up to our hands and feet. Sorry, hands and knees. Tabletop. There's cat toys on my mat. All right, so tabletop pose. Build your foundation. Fingers are spread wide. Wrists are over shoulders. Knees are directly under hips. Tops of the feet are pressed firmly down into the mat. So feel that foundation. Let it sink deep into the earth, rooting you. And then when you're ready, you can start a couple gentle cat-cows. So inhale, belly comes down, heart forward. Eyes and tailbone lift. Exhale, draw that belly space in, that solar plexus space. Pull it to the spine and round it up, 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 up. Let the crown and the tailbone drop down. Inhale, bring the belly down. Heart forward, eyes and tailbone up. And then exhale, pull it in again. Round, tall, drop the crown and the tail. Inhale, cow pose, belly's coming down. Heart forward, eyes and tail lift. Exhale, pull it in, round it tall, and release the crown and tail. Keep going just a couple more with your breath here. Belly is down on the inhale, feel it full, and then exhale, pull it to the spine. One more. And then inhale, come into neutral space. Walk your hands forward just a little bit out in front of the shoulders, and we'll practice Chakra. So hips start over the knees, press the tops of your feet down, root in that hook shape of your hands, tip of the index finger to the tip of the thumb. That's your foundation point. And then the outside 3 fingers, fingerprints press down, as little weight in the wrists or in the ball mounds of the palms as you can, the base of the palms. I know what I'm trying to say. All right, so inhale, move the shoulders over the wrists. Draw the heart through, turn the biceps forward, press the tops of the feet, the shins, and the kneecaps firmly down into the mat. Move the shoulder blades down, the heart forward, gaze up slightly, move the chin forward. This is our modified modified up dog pose. So this is the top of our inhale for Chakra. As we exhale, find Manipura. Find the solar plexus, pull it to the spine, press into the hands, push the hips back, and then bring the ears down between the biceps as the hips come to the heels. Child's pose. And that's your vinyasa. Inhaling forward, pressing the heart through, guiding the chin forward, lengthening the front of the body, and then exhale, pulling that solar plexus space in. Moving the hips to the heels, bowing the head, arms are long. Inhale forward, let the spine undulate as you come forward. And then exhale, same thing on the way back. Pull the belly space in. Keep going, this is your time to make the practice your own. The breath is your guide. Exhaling to child's. If you want to throw in a few hip circles here, that's absolutely fine. If that's what your body needs, honor that. Provide that for your body. Gift it what it asks for. But don't lose awareness to Manipura. Use your Ujjayi breath as well. Next time you exhale, hold your child's pose back. If you need to release the arms, letting the elbows drop down, you can do some wrist circles, open and close the fists, whatever will give you a little bit of reprieve from the fatigue in the wrists. And then extend your arms forward. Fingers are reaching towards the front of the mat. Shoulder blades are moving towards the back. Hips are close to the heels. Belly is resting on the thighs if you can, and head is bowed. Let's find plank pose. So inhale forward, shoulders over wrists, curl the toes. Now, you can stay here, but you want to walk the knees back a little bit so you're moving the heels back and engaging the legs. Inner thighs are drawing towards the back of the room. And then shoulders are moving over the wrists. Heart is pressing forward. Biceps turn towards the front of the room too. So we're still lengthening through the front of the body, gazing straight down or at the front edge of your mat. So this is modified plank, and you can absolutely stay here. Keep bringing your awareness to that solar plexus space. If you want to go up for full plank, and you can always go between the two. So you can lift into full plank and lower, but we're gonna try to take 10 breaths here, really stoking that inner fire. So take a big breath in, and exhale, pull that solar plexus space into the spine. Open mouth, exhale. Shoulder blades moving down the spine. Remember, you can drop your knees at any time. 3 more. One more big breath in. And then exhale, pike your hips up, press into your hands, into the hook shape of your hands. Heels to the earth, head drops between the biceps, downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog if you need to. Never a bad idea. Make some more space in the hips and the hamstrings and the calves. Then lift both heels with your next inhale. And exhale, root them towards the earth. Draw your crown towards the earth. Lift your tailbone to the sky. Inner thighs spiral back. Inhale, come to your knees. And exhale, child's pose. Again, letting the wrists release for a moment if you need to. Reach the fingers forward, root in the hook shape of your hands. Inhale, heart comes forward, curl the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find that solar plexus space. Bring your breath to it. And as you exhale, draw it back towards the spine. Inner thighs are spiraling towards the back of the room. Heels are rooting towards the earth. Tailbone is lifting high. As you exhale next, take your feet to the top of the mat. Stay folded in half. Set your Tadasana feet. So toes are spread wide, ankles are under hips. Arches of the feet, the center of the arch, just gently lifting, gently doming. Slide your hands halfway up your shins, or up your shins rather, and inhale, lift halfway. So move your crown forward and your shoulder blades down your back. Belly is pulling in, tailbone is long. Spine is nice and flat. And then as we exhale, we'll fold again. Soft bend in the knees, always okay. Remember, save your low back. Now press into your feet, bend your knees, and inhale, rise up tall. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Breathe here. Taking a moment here in Tadasana. So lifting the kneecaps. Firming the quads, allow the tailbone to drop down. Pull that lowest belly space in. Float your ribs away from your hips. Roll your shoulders back and down. Hands come to the clavicles, the collarbones. As you inhale next, allow them to open up and out, stretching them away from the sternum, and then release the fingertips to the mat. Pull that low belly space in again. Float your ears away from your shoulders. Lift the crown of the head tall, and breathe, breathe, breathe. How does that belly space feel now? Remember to draw it towards the spine as you exhale. With our next inhale, we'll float the hands up, up, up. Let's hook the thumbs, make butterfly hands, spread your fingers wide. As we exhale, lift the left pinky up and over to the right, stretching from left heel to left pinky finger. Inhale, reach the fingers tall. Exhale, up and over to the left. Inhale again, reach it up. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right pinky reaches up and over to the left. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, Tadasana, one more time. So let the shoulder blades creep down the back. Lift the kneecaps, pull the low belly in. Float the heart to the sky, bring the chin parallel with the earth. Palms are wide open. Corners of the mouth turn up towards the eyes. We're going to start with some sun salutation A. So I'll try to talk loud enough. You guys follow along. So we inhale and we lift the hands up. Press the palms. Exhale, release, and forward fold. Hands come to the shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then exhale, step back to plank or modified plank. You can always drop the knees. Take a big breath in here. And then exhale all the way down to the belly. Release the toes. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a full breath in here. And then exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold again. Soft bend in the knees is always okay. Root down and rise, lifting your fingers to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Breathe here. I'm going to do one from the side view. So inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway, hands to the shins. Exhale, step back to plank pose or modified plank with knees down, toes are curled under. Take a big breath in here. And then exhale, pull your belly to the spine as you lower all the way down. Release the toes. And then inhale, lift the heart, little cobra. Exhale, release back to down dog. Full breath in here. Exhale, come to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise tall. Press your palms and exhale back to your heart. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now we'll do one from the front. So one more round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, step back to plank or modified plank. Take a full breath in. And then chaturanga all the way to the belly. Release the toes. Inhale, lift your heart, little cobra. Exhale, press back to down dog. Full breath in, dog. And then exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Root down and rise. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. So if you have a regular yoga practice or you've been practicing with me in the past, you want to throw in a few more rounds of sun salutations, pause the video, go for it. You know what you're doing. You can do it. Just to build a little bit more heat, especially in that solar plexus space. Awareness here in Manipura. So we're back at the top of the mat. Let's take our feet wide and point the toes out. We're gonna do some dragon tail with ha breath. And this is so much fun, and it can really help churn that fire, stoke it, and move the energy. So, soft knees. And let's just do a few lifts first. So inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the heart, soft knees. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the heart, soft knees. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the heart. So this time after we lift and press the palms, we'll release straight down, just slicing through the air. As you exhale, remember, pull that low belly space in, release the fingertips down, release the crown of the head, and then we'll inhale, sweep straight back up. Little soft bend in the elbows, and then exhale, cut it through again. So this is our dragon's tail. Inhale, float it up. Soft little elbows. Exhale, release. Inhale, float up. Exhale, pull the belly in. Now I know a lot of you are probably alone at home, so let it rip here. Just ha. Ha breath. Ha. Again, inhale, sweep it up. Ha. If anything, it'll make you laugh. Ha. Go again, inhale. Ha. Go again, inhale, lift tall. And release. Ha. Inhale, lift tall, tall, tall. And exhale, out to the sides. Palms face forward, chin parallel with the mat. Heel toe the feet back together. Good job. Hope you had fun with that. Let's find chair pose. So feet are back together. We are essentially in Tadasana here. Ankles are under hips. Big toes are close, but there's space between the heels. And we're engaging Pada Bandha. So there's a slight dome through the center of the arch. As we inhale, we sink the hips, and the fingers rise up over the shoulders. Thumbs are pointing back. We want the inner thighs drawing together and the tailbone kind of neutrally releasing to the mat. So we don't want to tuck it in, we don't want to lift it. We just want a neutral hip position here. So inhale, reach the fingers a little taller. Exhale, sink the hips a little more. Inhale, reach the fingers a little taller. Exhale, this time press the palms together. We're going to bring the left elbow to the right knee. So stack the elbows as best you can. Press the palms firmly together. Make sure that your left knee isn't popped way out in front of your right knee. So sort of draw that back and then gaze up over the right shoulder. Breathing here. Chair twist. And then as you inhale, we'll rise up tall. Exhale, sink, release the palms, coming into chair. Inhale, stretch the fingers tall. Exhale, sink a little deeper. One more time, stretch your fingers to the sky. Exhale, bring the palms together. Right elbow, left knee. And then lengthen your spine out. So move your crown forward and your hips back a little bit. Press the palms together. Stack the elbows as best you can. And look over, gazing over the left shoulder. Watch that right knee. You don't want it to pop way out in front of the left. Breathe. Pull that upper belly space back. As you exhale. Next inhale, release and rise up tall. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting halfway, so stretching the spine long again. Exhale, step your way back to downward facing dog. So hips pike up, root in that hook shape of your hands. Draw your heels to the earth, spiral your inner thighs back, pull your belly space in, lift your tailbone tall, release the crown of the head towards the earth. Inhale to your knees. And exhale, tabletop pose. So we're going to find low plank now. Just building a little more heat in the belly. So release down to your elbows. Palms are flat on the mat. And we're going to move the knees back until we can come into like a modified low plank. So I always like to give you the option for modification until you can build the strength to hold the pose. So again, you can drop your knees whenever you need, but the heels are moving back, the tailbone moves towards the heels, the low belly is pulling in towards the spine. So imagine the hip crests drawing towards one another. The heart is moving forward, shoulders are over elbows, and we're pressing the forearms, the elbows, and the palms down. Gaze straight down or at the front edge of your mat and breathe in with an open mouth exhale. 3 more. Now, drop your knees for a minute. We're going to move up into dolphin pose. This is an optional pose. If you want, you can just make your way back to child's pose, moving the hips to the heels, release the toes. If you want to go for dolphin, come back into low plank as you inhale. As you exhale, lift the knees, start to pike the hips up, so really press into the elbows and the forearms and begin to walk the feet forward. Release the crown of the head down and press again into the forearms, so you're moving the hips back. Inner thighs are spiraling towards the back of the room. Breathe in and out. Pull the belly towards the spine. 1 more. And then inhale, knees coming down. Release the toes, child's pose. To flow through 1 or 2 rounds of dancing warrior, and we're approaching our hour mark, so I apologize, my classes always go long. So let's extend the fingers forward away from the shoulders, and as we inhale, we're moving forward, curling the toes, exhaling into downward facing dog. So with dancing warrior, we inhale and float the right foot up. And then we exhale and draw the knee to the chest. Step the foot behind the right thumb. Ground the back heel and float up into warrior 1. So back heel is grounded, knee is lifted to make you solid foundation. Inhale, this is your inhale. And then exhale, we open out into warrior 2. We inhale, lower the left hand, lift the right hand for reverse warrior. And then we exhale, bring the right elbow to the knee and sweep the left hand forward, extended side angle. Inhale, back to warrior 2. And then exhale, coming all the way to the mat, stepping the right foot back to chaturanga. Inhale, you can move into up dog if you don't touch your belly down. If your belly touches down, take a cobra. And then exhale, down dog. So I know if you've not been practicing yoga a long time, that seems like a lot, and it is, but we'll go through it on the left side too. So try it again. Float the left foot up as you inhale. You also have the option to drop the left knee on the inhale, or the right knee rather, sorry, on the inhale. And then exhale, step the left foot forward. Then ground your back foot and inhale, float up to warrior one. As you exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, right hand down, left hand lifting up and over. And then exhale, right elbow to the knee, left elbow to the knee, right hand sweeps forward. Inhale, back to warrior two. Big breath in here, because we're going to travel back to the earth as we exhale, stepping the left foot back and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale, come to your knees. Exhale, let's start to move back to child's pose. You have the option to take your knees wide here for this child's pose if it does not cause pinching in your low back, okay? So be mindful. When you're in wide-legged child's pose, then the big toes come together. And then you rest the hips back on the heels. So if that does cause pinching, just come into regular child's pose and breathe. And then lift up, cross your ankles, and come onto your seat. We're going to extend the feet out. Move the flesh, find the sit bones, root them down, inner thighs casting towards the mat. Bend the right knee. We're going to cross it over the left leg. So you can stay right here, or you have the option to move the left heel towards the right hip. But if you can't ground both of your sit bones when you move that heel towards the hip, then keep the legs straight. Now right hand comes behind, left hand floats as we inhale, reach it up tall. And then as you exhale, pull that belly space in first. Then start to twist to the right. Elbow to the knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine one more time. So root the sit bones, lift the crown. Big breath in. Exhale, belly comes to the spine again. And we finish twisting. Shoulder draws back. Chin moves towards the right shoulder. Left hand can be lifted. You can join the index finger and thumb. You can straighten it out. Maybe you've just got it wrapped around. Remember, there's no right or wrong. Do what feels best in your body in this moment. And be very observational. It might be a totally different experience when we twist to the other side. You can keep your gaze over the right shoulder, or you can shake your head slowly like you're saying no. And then we'll inhale, unwinding our twist. Exhale, extend the feet back out. Find your foundation again. This time the right knee bends. Is that right? Yes. No. That's the one we just did. The left leg bends. We cross it over the right leg. So stay here with your sit bones rooted, moving the left hand behind, or you can travel that right heel towards the left glute. All right, finding your foundation. Left hand behind, right hand reaches up, 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 up. And then we exhale, pull the belly in first, then move to the left. Elbow to the knee. Lengthen again, inhale. And then exhale, pull the belly in one more time. Draw the left shoulder back and the chin towards the left shoulder. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Again, you have the option to just gently shake the head like you're saying no. Or just gaze over the left shoulder or over the right shoulder. Kind of depends, again, on how you feel in this moment. And then we unwind on the inhale. Exhale, extend the legs out in front one more time. Let's take Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together, interlace around the toes or grip your ankles. Root your sit bones, lift your heart. Crown of the head rises tall. You can take a little bit of butterfly here if you want. And then we'll draw the knees together and release onto the back. So pull the belly in and slowly start to wind down. Rock left and right. Sacral circles if you want, so knees over hips. Massage out the lowest part of the spine here. And then continue to draw the knees in and then apart. We'll reach the arms through. So moving towards happy baby, you can grip your ankles. We want to float the feet towards the sky. And you can stay right here. You can put 2 fingers around the big toes. Maybe you can grab the outside edges of your feet, or maybe you just need to wrap the hands around the calves. Wherever you're at is right where you're supposed to be. So let the feet float up and then use the strength of the arms to guide the knees towards the mat. And we'll take happy baby pose. Ananda Balasana. Breathe and smile. Feel that fire in your belly. We're pressing the back side of Manipura into the mat with happy baby. And we're feeling the expansion of it with the breath on both sides, front and back. And then let's release the feet, draw the knees back in, and plant the feet on the mat, walking the heels close to the glutes. Knees are kissing together. Keep those knees tracking together. Arms are at your sides, thumbs face up. So arms are engaged. As we inhale, root the heels, move the knees forward, float the hips up, and then the arms are going to travel overhead. Press the chest towards the chin. As we exhale then, lengthen through your fingertips, so reach them up and away as you slowly bring the vertebrae back to the mat one at a time, planting the hands and releasing the tailbone. Go again, inhale. Knees forward, hips up, arms overhead, chest to chin. And then exhale, slowly releasing out and lowering down. Go again, inhale, float it up. Hips, arms overhead, chest to chin. And then exhale, lengthen. Draw the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall open. Now if this is too much on your low back, take the reverse cobbler. So knees together, feet wider, just wider than the hips, and let the low back rest into the mat. If you're in regular cobbler, reclined cobbler, Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet are together, knees are extended out to the sides, arms are floating overhead. Index fingers and thumbs are pressed together and elbows bend out to the sides. So we'll end here in triple diamond pose before making our way to Shavasana. Breathe and feel that belly space. Manipura. Feel it expand on the front and the back with the breath. With Manipura, it is all about I do and I can. And then release your legs and your arms whenever you are ready to make your way towards corpse pose, Shavasana. And whatever that looks like for you. If your arms are at your sides and your legs are straight, make sure that your palms face up, that your hands are soft and open to receiving gifts. It's very hard to give when you can't receive. So let yourself be open to receiving. Let the feet fall apart naturally, or you can support the knees with a blanket, a pillow, a bolster, any kind of cushion or block. Might make the low back a little more comfortable. Or maybe you want to lie on your belly or rolled in a ball on your side. There's no right or wrong. Let your breath be natural. But keep your awareness on that solar plexus space. In fact, let's place the left hand over the solar plexus and the right hand over the left, thumbs pointing up towards the heart. And think about fire and all its power. Has the power to transform, to destroy, and to rebirth. It can be frightening, but it's also such a symbol of hope and light. Now release your hands. Know that that heat is always there and you can stoke it at any time. And since we have stoked it, think about something that you do want to transform, that you do want to eliminate, that you want to change, that you just need to digest and put it into that fire. Send it to Manipura with a big deep breath. And then soften your face. Release your jaw. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Release tension through the neck, gripping in the throat. The outside edges of your shoulders can round down towards the mat. Opening the heart space. And as you breathe into your heart and into Manipura and into that low belly space, Svadhisthana, just fill all three of those spaces for a moment with gratitude, with love, with compassion, with kindness. And then as you exhale, feel grateful. Just let yourself be washed over with gratitude. let the belly be soft. Allow your hips to melt into the mat, releasing tension or gripping. Let the arms and legs be heavy. Let the spine be long and supple against the earth. Let the front of the body feel light. For you are connected below and above. You are the same. And that hopefully will bring you peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Please rest here as long as you need to. And I will express my gratitude now for you joining me in this practice. Thank you so much. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.